Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Drunken Atheists podcast. I'm Jack, and
Apologies.
this,
I
well,
I
yeah,
was
we,
going to
we,
apologize about we missed a week. We both had a lot going on, and we both
yeah,
figured it was better for us and our busy schedules to take a week off and come back a little bit stronger next week rather than put out a
yeah.
kind of messy episode.
Sorry to the three recurring viewers that we have. Didn't mean to disappoint. Yeah, I happened to catch a cold. Brock was busy anyway, so it
Yeah,
just
I
worked out
was
best.
over encumbered with menial tasks that I put off until the last minute. Jack had COVID.
I did not have COVID. I got it. I got a negative test. Also, you can't say that word, otherwise you get demonetized.
That's
So
fair.
the future, we want to make more money, so
So Jack,
can't really.
I'm really excited because from when we're recording is there is less than a week until Christmas.
Yes, it is the holiday season, as they say.
And I realized something as I was going through our Spotify the other day. Every episode we have has a little E for explicit next to it, right?
Yes.
I think in honor of the Christmas holiday spirit, I'm going to go try my best for this whole episode to not swear at all. We are going to make
Did I
this
already
a
did I already screw that up?
I don't think so.
I think I might have.
Well, you can censor it. Starting now, we're gonna make this a clean episode for the kids.
I'm gonna screw it up. I keep saying screw instead of another word
Oh
that
yeah, no,
replaces screw.
I'm well aware that like it's gonna slip, and
It's I'm from Massachusetts. Like
I'm from New
cursing is
Jersey.
in my vocabulary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just
It's in our
we
vocabulary,
just
Brock.
don't
We
have an
can't
option.
prevent it. I'll try my best though. We can at least
So,
minimize the amount.
how has your last 2 weeks been in previous to this recording?
Uh, let's see. Um, kind of bad.
Yeah,
That was a substitute word, by the way.
I
I want to
mean,
make it very clear.
I had a pretty bum week previous to this as well.
Yeah, it just it was kind of slow. Not really much going on. Kind of wanting to get home for the holidays.
Yep, yep, and that's the big news of the week. Jack and I are both home for the holidays. So if you hear outside voices, maybe on Jackson, the screaming of children, since he's a father and such.
That is not true. Why do you fill the audience's ears with lies and deceit?
Yeah, so if you hear some odd noises, we are at home and we can only control so much in this uncontrollable environment. But I think we can both agree that we're very happy to be home.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I
I'm in
know,
a 30-degree basement right now, so I'm pretty secure. Especially since it locks. Actually no. The weird thing about my basement is that it locks from the
the
outside.
inside.
You can lock somebody in, but you can't lock you basically can lock yourself in, but you can't prevent people from coming in.
See, that's the
So,
same exact thing with my bedroom door.
but there is a door to go outside that locks obviously as a normal outside door would. So if worse comes to worse and you do get locked in, you can just go outside. But a lot of the times it's the winter and there's snow on the ground and you forgot to bring your shoes downstairs, which has happened to me at least three times where I've had to just use my socks and walk through the snow to get back inside
I don't
or
like
upstairs,
that.
I mean.
I really don't like that
Yeah,
for you at all.
it's not fun. I don't know who designed this house, but I'd like to share a few words with them that would maybe, you know,
I'll tell
teach
you
them something.
what, I've swallowed some iced tea as you were telling that story, and it went down the wrong pipe, and it's still sitting there, and I'm just waiting for a moment where I can cough.
All right.
Hold on,
You
wait
do
for it,
that.
wait for it.
Yep.
All right, it's out. I'm good. We're
All
alive.
right. We'll
Maybe.
continue then.
Jeez.
Uh, yeah, so, I mean, I think Hanukkah's done, right?
Hanukkah
We
has been
covered that.
done. We are now approaching Christmas,
Kwanzaa?
and
Is Kwanzaa
Kwanzaa
done?
is after Christmas.
After Christmas. Okay.
Yes.
Is it still December?
Yeah. I think it's the day after Christmas, actually.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so we're in Christmas Kwanzaa territory. Are there I'm sure there's other holidays that are
I'm
like
sure there's
similar,
1,000.
right?
It's they call it the holiday season for a reason.
Like, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I mean, I guess, I mean, I took Spanish for like 5 years and they cover the culture and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, they never really talked about a substitute for Christmas because I'm pretty sure most Spanish people celebrate Christmas, right?
Yeah, it's Christian Catholic holiday.
Right, because it's Christian. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually pagan. It's a pagan holiday, apparently.
Okay.
So here's what I was thinking. What is your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song. There are so many good ones, and I was just listening to a lot of them the other day. I have a hard time like remembering them by name, but I would say that hmm,
There
you're
is
gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me for this, but I have an
there is a
answer.
right answer. There's technically two right answers.
You're gonna hate me for it,
Go on.
but it's Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
It's just such a weak choice.
It's not my favorite because I like listening to it. It's just my favorite because it is the song that announces that the holiday season has arrived.
I
It's you know
guess
what
that's
time
not
it
for
is
me
if you hear
though.
that song.
Not for me.
No?
That song for me
What's
is
your
Feliz
choice?
Navidad, but the best Christmas songs
That's a great song.
are either Last Christmas by Wham, which is really
It's a good
good any
song.
time of the year, because it's not specifically a Christmas song. It just
Well,
so
I mean,
happens that it has a
right.
Christmas in the name. And then here's a short story time. Back in the early 2000s, the winner of The Voice, the singing competition on the TV,
Yeah.
the winner of The Voice, the United Kingdom version, like the English version, was pretty much guaranteed to be number one on like the holiday charts every year consistently. And so in I think 2008, 7 or 8, the British people were like, "Screw it. I don't want it to, I don't want it to be The Voice every year. Let's do another silly band." So they ended up not selecting, but the number one Christmas song of the year was "Killing in the Name of" by Rage Against the Machine. So technically, that's a Christmas song.
Hmm. That's an
Yes. So
interesting
that's
fact.
that's my second choice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I could name 1,000 Christmas songs that I like better than that one, but that one's just the one I recognize most by name and like by hearing it. Like,
hmm
I don't know.
So what I was thinking is, I have a list of the 50 best Christmas songs according to redbook.com, and I
Okay.
think we should tier list them.
That sounds fun. Let's do it.
All right. Number one,
Uh,
the Russian Dance
okay.
from the Nutcracker.
The Russian Dance. Wait, that's just like the Nutcracker song, right? I'm
uh,
not
Trepak
like
Russian Dance by Valery Gergiev.
I think I know what that one is.
This is not the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. I think that's the one you're thinking of.
Is it in the same play?
It's in the Nutcracker.
Oh, I can't remember that one exactly from
So
memory.
so rank it. Go ahead.
Rank it? I
Yeah.
don't know. What are the letters we got?
You
S,
have
A, B,
S,
C.
A, B, C, D, and then F.
Okay. I'm gonna say for me, that's a that's a B. That's a B.
You don't even
Because
know it.
I don't exactly. That's the average, isn't it? A B?
I would say F just because I don't know it, but I'm not putting it there because it's
Well,
bad.
how about we just don't
All right.
rank it because
Yeah,
we don't
okay.
know it.
No ranking. That's fine. I'll go with that. All right. Your
Let's
next
just not
one
rank songs that we don't know.
is Joy to the World.
Who sings that though? Because there's definitely multiple versions.
Just the song itself, I
Oh, all
guess.
right, we're just going by song.
I guess so.
I would say I would say B.
Yeah, B or C for
It's
me.
not something I'm jamming out to, but if I hear it, it's like, yeah, it's a Christmas song.
Yeah, I would say I would be completely on board with that. How
All right.
about This Christmas by Donny Hathaway? I
I
also don't
can't
know this
remember it.
one.
Yeah, no.
All right, so that'll be an F for me.
I've probably heard some of these. I just don't. If I don't remember
Oh
them by
yeah,
name, it's clearly not
I
enough.
mean, if they're on the top 50 Christmas songs in the world, I would think so.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Hallelujah by Pentatonix.
Hallelujah. Wait.
So,
So, wait. Is it the Pentatonix version or just
yes, it's the
Hallelujah?
Pentatonix version apparently.
I can't even remember that one honestly.
All right, so just rank Hallelujah then.
just Hallelujah as a song. Uh, isn't it like I feel like I would be punished if I put it anything below a B, but because I think it is one of the worst songs that I had to sing throughout like CCD and like church. I think
Which
I'm gonna
version are
put
you
it.
thinking of?
Uh, which version am I? I'm thinking of the one that the only word in the song is Hallelujah.
Okay, no, we're not talking about the same song.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Leonard Cohen, also covered by that other
Yeah,
fellow.
I can't rank that.
All right, so that song is a B for me. That's a good song.
I wish like I could hear a 5 second clip of every one of these songs before we
Yeah,
rank
but
them
then
because
we'd
then I
get
might actually
sued.
know.
Then
But
we'd
yeah,
get
we can't
sued.
because of legal reasons.
All right, here's the next one. Ready?
Yeah.
12 Days of Christmas.
Okay.
I
I actually like this one a lot. You want to know why?
I
It's
gotta
because
I can't hear it on like the radio or anything. I gotta see it at like a Christmas play, and then I'll like it.
right, there's so many versions of it, and most of them I think are enjoyable because like it shows you your creativity. Like I think at one point I had to make one for a school assignment, like make my own version of the 12 Days of Christmas, and I thought it was fun. So
Hmm.
I'll put it at A just because I think it's a harmless song, and
I
I don't know,
think I
I like
think
it.
I'm gonna have to put it. Man, I don't know. It's just like,
I could see it at B too. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna say
I'll put it in
C.
B. You want to compromise and go B?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because like, yeah, it's not something I would jam out to though. I just respect the versatility of it.
Right. Right.
Also, are you going in like, is this an order of like least popular to most popular?
No, it's just on this list I'm reading.
Oh, all right.
All right, you ready for this one? This
Yeah,
one is, I think, A tier for me. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original.
yeah, that's got to be
I mean,
A.
that's gotta be, right? It's
It's
just,
got to be
it's
A.
such a classic because everyone knows it, you know?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah. I mean, it's fucking Rudolph. Oh shit. I said it.
Jack!
Oh no, no. I said the word.
Now you're gonna have to censor it in post.
No, no. We're not censoring. I'm not.
Oh,
Fuck it.
no.
Have a fucking happy jolly Christmas. All
So
right.
you know what?
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sticking with it. I'm not gonna say anything bad.
All right. Well, we're gonna have an E on our. Fuck,
I know, but it's for me now. I've made it this far. It's for me
all
now.
right. Maybe I'll make it my New Year's resolution. We can do the next podcast after the New Year's.
All right. All right, here's your next one.
Anyway,
The
yeah.
original Frosty the Snowman. I mean, that's got to be an A too.
Yeah. No, I think Rudolph and Frosty are pretty on equal footing. They're like just the happy Christmas cartoonish characters that he grew up watching them. You know the song. He's a happy jolly soul.
With a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal.
It's true.
He's just a happy little dude. He's the depiction of like snowy Christmas that I love. So
How,
yeah, for
how do you
that,
feel about the movie?
I haven't seen the movie since I was like 5.
I feel like I was forced to watch it for a while, like every Christmas,
I
and
think
I
I had to
know most
watch
of
it
the
when I was
scenes.
in elementary school or maybe when I was in Catholic school.
Doesn't like Dr. Doofenshmirtz get hit by a train at one point or something?
Oh, sure.
The the guy with the rabbit. I don't know. I just call him. He reminds me of Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb.
Dude, I just don't remember that at all.
All right.
All right, here's another one. Christmas Rapping by the Waitresses. This is just a D for me. This song has never been good for me and it always gets under my
I
skin.
don't even know the song, so I'll trust you on that.
Yeah, it's not great. It's pretty just obnoxious. Here's your
All right.
next one. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Judy Garland. I mean,
Oh, I'm gonna put that one in S tier, honestly.
yeah, I would say so too.
That one hits different, especially if it's like a really calm
No,
night
okay,
before
let me tell
Christmas.
you. I'm gonna move that one and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer into S tier.
I wouldn't put Rudolph up there, but I would put this one up there.
I would put Rudolph up there because I remember vividly singing that all the time when I was younger. Like that was my favorite Christmas song, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now here's one where it's a very much hit or miss for me. I would remember years ago, every time this came on, I would dread it, and then now if I'm like out in a department store or something and this comes on, it's just funny to me. The Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song.
I'm trying to remember it. I feel like I know it. Is that from the first movie?
No, it's from like the 50s.
What? They were wait, hold on. Were Alvin and the Chipmunks not created in like the year 2002?
No,
What? What are they from?
like the 50s apparently. It says right here, 1958, the song was conceived through a feat of pioneering studio wizardry, which the vocals were recorded at varying tape speeds to produce the high-pitched chipmunk voices.
So the Chipmunks were a like a Christmas creation, and now they've just become like a series of movies. Like, the first movie was about
I
Christmas,
don't
but
know
the
if
rest of them
they
are.
I don't know if they made them for specifically this. They might have. Oh, maybe they. All right, whatever.
It's
This
interesting
is a
though.
C for me. Maybe
I
a,
don't remember. I don't know the song. I don't think
you
if it's not
definitely
from the
would know it
movie.
if I could play it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just really bad at getting songs by name, so they're
That's
gonna have to
okay.
be really popular for me to
Yeah,
remember.
that's okay. Yeah, this is maybe a low B, high C, I would say. All right, S tier. Ready? You're a
Okay.
mean one, Mr. Grinch. I mean, like that's just every time that comes on.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say S tier.
That's just a classic.
Yeah, I've actually got I've got a giant movie poster of the Grinch starring Jim Carrey
Jim
staring me in
Carrey's
the
the
face right
Grinch.
now. I'm looking right into his eyes.
I want you
Don't
to
ask
try
me
to
why I
guess
have
the
it.
name of the guy who sang the original You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
The name?
Yeah, it's a tough name.
Is it not Dr. Seuss?
No, he was the writer. And I don't. Did
Well,
Dr.
I mean, he wrote it. He might have sang it to himself while he was writing it.
Thurl Ravenscroft. Thurl Ravenscroft.
Well, that guy's definitely the Grinch.
He was also the voice behind Tony the Tiger.
They're great. Oh, wait, we can't say that.
No, we can say
We
it.
can't.
You can't
No,
copyright short phrases.
no. It's because the Kellogg's workers are being abused right
Oh,
now
is
by
that a
this.
thing?
It's a topical thing. Yeah, you gotta. I don't follow the news enough, but I heard Kellogg's in some hot water.
Yikes.
So Tony the Tiger might not be so great.
All right. So that one was S, right? I said.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The Grinch. Yeah,
Chuck Berry's Run Rudolph Run. That's an A, I would say. I just like it.
yeah.
It's a good rock and roll Christmas song.
I like rock and roll Christmas, so I'm between A and S, honestly. I'd say A, because I
I
think
don't
it
think
would
it's
get old
quite
very
an
quickly.
S. Yeah, I don't think it's
Also, it's
quite an
not
S.
very long, is it? Isn't it like less than 2 minutes?
Yeah. It's a Christmas song. It came out in the 50s.
Actually, aren't like all of Chuck Berry's songs like
No, that's
only
just how their
like
rock and
60
roll was.
seconds?
All right, ready? This one's going to be
Yeah.
a hot take by a lot of people. Michael Bublé's It's going to be a look Michael Bublé's It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I don't like Michael Bublé. I don't like him at all.
Well, I thought we were only doing the song.
Um
Is that not his song? I thought it wasn't.
it's not, but I'm
Yeah.
saying this version
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
cuz I'm looking at the best Christmas songs like as like radio airplay. So this was the most popular one apparently.
Wait, what's the
We
name of
can
the song again?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. We can do the different versions of it. The Michael
Well, no,
Bublé
I
version.
like the original
Oh
version
yeah, I
better,
do
I think.
too.
I
So
think
when we get to that,
yeah.
we'll go over that one. But I'm talking about Michael Bublé,
Okay.
and I don't like Michael
Actually
Bublé.
it's pronounced bubbly.
I don't like Michael Bubbles. I don't like
Mike
him.
Bubs.
I think he's a great singer, but I think he kind of gets just it's just underwhelming every time I listen to him. I'm like, yep, that's Michael Bublé.
Yeah, he's just like the Christmas guy now. And it seems
Yeah,
like every year you see him performing live, he just like has less and less of a soul and more like he's being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to sing.
I mean he is Canadian.
What are you trying to say about our Canadian viewers, Brock?
Anyway, the
They
next
don't have
one
souls?
is Justin Bieber's Mistletoe. I think this
F.
one was.
F.
I'm gonna give it a
F.
C. I think it was okay. I didn't hate it.
I'm not like a Justin Bieber hater or anything, but if I hear Justin Bieber during Christmas, I don't think Christmas, and I immediately think, ugh. I shudder. I actually like shake physically, and I go, turn this off
All right.
or
All right.
skip the song.
All right. I'll take that.
No, you don't. I mean, I can see it's not like the worst Justin Bieber song or anything. I don't know. For some reason, I don't like listening to Justin Bieber around Christmas.
Okay. Now, this one is also kind of a weird one for me. Bing Crosby's "Do You Hear What I Hear?" I think it's I think it's a good driving home in the middle of the night Christmas song, so I'm gonna give it a B. I think it's all
Yeah,
right.
I would go C. It's kind of slow for me. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
like
I
it,
get that. I
but it
kind of
doesn't
get
really.
bored.
I don't really get anything from it.
Yeah, I get that. I am on board with that. Hang on. How about the original "Baby It's Cold Outside"?
Well, eh, uh, you go first.
I like it. I think it's gotten a lot of flack for a lot of different reasons, but I like it. I like the song. I
I
can't.
think, yeah, I think it deserves the criticism it gets, but
Yeah,
as a song,
it's all right.
I enjoy it. I don't, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite songs,
I was gonna
but I
say, but
like
then
it.
again, I rarely have ever listened to it. I probably heard it all the way through, like maybe 4 or 5 times my whole life. So I'm gonna say C.
There's actually like a cover of it that I really liked. Um, I
Apparently,
heard,
Seth MacFarlane did a cover of it.
oh yeah, I think I remember hearing that one actually. I think he did like a whole album maybe. I could be wrong.
It apparently looks like he did.
Yeah, he does everything.
All right, next one is Holly Jolly
Wait, did I
Christmas.
rank that one? Did
Did
I
you
rank that one? No.
rank it?
What was it again? I already forgot.
Baby, it's cold outside, the original.
Yeah, I would say B. I would say B.
Yeah, I would say C. Next
Almost
one
almost A.
is the original Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. I mean, that's
Oh,
once again just a classic. I gotta give it
I
an
would
A.
say A. I'm gonna give that an A. Easy. I
Yeah,
just love the guy's voice in that song. Do you know who sings that one?
Burl Ives.
Is that the only Christmas song he sings? Because there's one guy that does like a bunch
No,
of Christmas.
I saw his name on another one a few songs up, but I'm not gonna go back and
All
look.
right, yeah.
No, he sang a couple of Christmas songs. Oh, he sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, so that guy's a classic. I'm gonna give it an A.
Yep, easy A.
All right, Silent Night. Now this one's weird for me because once again, kind of a strange song. Doesn't really fit into the stuff I listen to, but it's just such a like a taking a moment and pause. Like this is Christmas song, so I'm actually gonna give it an S.
Yeah, I'm between A and S on this one. Like what was the other one we put in S that was like
Rudolph
you
the
had the
Red-Nosed
similar
Reindeer.
reasoning?
I put in it,
No.
and man, somebody should be keeping track of this, huh? We put
Yeah,
in
we'll
You'll Need One,
hire an
Mr.
editor.
Grinch.
Well, no, it was another song that was kind of the same vibe. But I like the other one better, so I'm gonna
Oh,
keep this
Have
one at
Yourself a
A for
Merry Little
me.
Christmas, Judy Garland.
Yeah, I think I like that one a little better, so I'm gonna put this one at A. But I could
Okay.
see it for sure.
The Beach Boys, Little Saint Nick. This song got under my skin a lot when I first heard it, but now I'm used to it, so I like it. B.
I don't even honestly, I really don't like most of the Beach Boys music, but this song I have absolutely no problem with at
Yeah,
all, and I actually quite enjoy it honestly. So I might even give it like an A.
I'm gonna say B for me.
I think it's catchy.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's see. Some of these I've just never even heard of.
Yeah.
Some of them are just covers. The original Santa Baby. This one is really creepy because it's like all these Christmas songs are I love my family. I'm excited to be around my family and food. I'm excited for Christmas. And then this one is just like, please, Santa, have me.
Santa, I'm horny.
Yeah, this one really freaks me out a little bit, but I like it. I We were listening to it the other day in the car. That song is really long. Like it's a really uncomfortably long song.
It is. If she was speaking at like a normal tempo, it would be a normal length song. But because she's like trying to be sexy and says every word like twice as long, it ends up being a really long song.
Yeah, but on top of that, it's a classic. I'm gonna give it an A.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It
And maybe even a B.
it
I
just
don't know, but I like it.
it just kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah. You don't if you don't think too much about it, I'd say A.
Yeah, I think I did. I say A. I think I'm gonna give it an A.
Yeah, you said A.
This one is S for me. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. Just once again, classic, and it reminds me of Home Alone, which was one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Did you say A?
Yeah, I said S.
Yeah, oh, you said S. All right. I would say A. But I like it a lot.
It's rocking. And
There's
what are we
one
rocking
that I like
around?
better. Um, but I think it'll probably be on this list, but I'll see.
All right, ready? There's no
Yeah.
place like home for the holidays.
Uh, hmm.
I think
I like it.
I think it's just all right. I'd say C.
I put in B.
Not good, not bad. Just okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's a B
This
song.
one, this is an S for me. We just spoke about this one. Feliz
Yeah,
Navidad by Jose Feliciano.
you're going heavy on the S tiers. We got lower stuff too, you know.
Yeah, I know. But
Um,
this one just hits.
no, Feliz Navidad is really good, but honestly, I feel like I'm going to have to put it in A just because I don't know. I just don't get like
I
I feel
get
like it might be even overplayed or something. I don't know.
I would listen to this till the day I die.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of songs on there that I would put in A that I can think of right now.
All right. This next one is A, I think for me. Bobby Helms Jingle Bell Rock. I mean, once again, just a good song.
Yeah, I'm gonna honestly put that one in S because I used to jam out to that song as a kid. That was like my Christmas song when I was a kid. So that is an instant S for me.
I think it's
But
something
it probably
important.
is an A song. You're right.
I think it's important that everybody I say that song title to, you can envision the guitar opening and then like and then the of the bells. Everybody knows what it sounds like.
Hmm.
So I think that did I say A? I think I'm gonna stay A with that. Here you go. Here's
Yeah.
you. Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
All right. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A.
Yeah,
I think it.
I think I also have to put in A. As much as I hate how overplayed it is like the Christmas song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all right with that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How about
Well, I guess I
yeah.
just contradicted myself. So like because whatever, pick a song from my S tier that I've been saying. If you're whoever's keeping track of this, that is my favorite Christmas song, and it's not Mariah Carey. So
All right. Uh, Little Drummer Boy. It's just yeah,
weak.
yeah. It's kind of blows.
I might even go D tier.
I think I was gonna say D also. It's just okay.
I remember I was forced to watch that movie, and I was like, "What the hell am I looking at?" I I did not get it, and I didn't like the song. I remember there was some camels. This
Yeah.
was before I understood that it was like a deeply religious movie, but
Here you go. Winter Wonderland. Um, it's okay.
I
I
can't
don't
think of
love
the
it.
song off the top of my head.
Walking in a winter wonderland. That one.
Is it a girl or a guy that sings it?
It's a guy.
Or the usual one.
It's a guy.
I
It's
go
just
B
okay.
tier.
I would say B or C. It's just okay. Nothing too great about it. Nothing too bad.
Yeah, I'm remembering it now. Yeah, I'd say it's a B.
Jackson 5's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
A, maybe even S, honestly.
I'd say B, honestly.
Really?
I think it's just all right. It's a little too hype for me.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does go
Now
it's
let me
too
tell
hard.
you as a Jersey boy, Bruce Springsteen's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That's a 10 out of 10. Perfecto.
Yeah, I would say it's also an A. I like both of them.
All right. Next one is Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. Uh yeah, same with me. I'd say A or B. It's just
Really? I was
yeah,
gonna say like C.
it's
Uh,
just I just like Yeah, I just like it.
No, I could see it at B though. I could put it up to B.
All right.
I just can't remember it that well.
Yeah, it's kind of forgettable. And then once
Yeah.
you hear it, you're like, oh, I hear this every year. All right, next is It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Uh,
I God, it's got to be at least an A, right?
Not for me. I think it's just overplayed as the same thing, so I'd say B.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it at A just because I feel like it's like the holiday staple, but I don't really like the song either that much. So
Yeah,
I'd say it's probably a B song.
yeah. Elvis Presley's Blue Christmas. I'd also say B for this one because it's a long song. Like it's really long. It just drags.
I'm gonna say C just because I really get sick of that one fast. I hear it
I
once or twice and then I'm done. I don't need it again
I
until
like the
next year.
opening like 20 seconds of the song and then I'm like, man, I gotta listen to this whole thing.
Really? That's like my least favorite part. Is that the
Oh,
part where he
oh,
goes,
oh,
"Ba-doo,
oh,
ba-doo"?
oh,
I hate that part.
Christmas.
That's the reason I gave it a C.
I like that part. Dean Martin's Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Um, yeah, it's all right. B.
Honestly, I can't really remember it.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Oh, that's Let It Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd give it a B.
I think B is all right with me.
Yeah, I don't have any feelings on that song.
John Lennon and Yoko Ono, technically. Happy Xmas, the war is over. I feel good when I listen to this song. As much as I don't love John Lennon as a guy, this makes me happy. This makes me a Christmas song. I'm gonna say A.
I've I'm struggling to remember it. I know what the song is. I just can't like picture it in my head. But I would say it's probably a B or an A.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Uh,
I enjoyed it.
Frank Sinatra's Jingle Bells. Mm, C. Just Jingle Bells.
It's
Nothing.
just Jingle Bells.
It's just
I don't
Jingle
know the Frank
Bells.
Sinatra version, but if
That's
it's
like
just
the
Jingle
popular
Bells,
version. Yeah, it's just Jingle Bells.
I think Jingle Bells is a C. Yeah, I
Jing
don't really.
jingle jangle. All right, this next one, S tier. Ready? Last Christmas by
What?
Wham. Just it's
Uh,
got to be an S tier.
it's
It
at
just
least an A.
it never misses for me. This is like my Christmas song.
I feel like we already covered one of these. Didn't we already go over that? Like
We
you
were
said, it
talking.
wasn't really a Christmas song. Oh, this was your favorite song.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Okay.
favorite Christmas song.
Yeah. No, I'd give. Mm, yeah, I could see it at S. Yeah.
And finally, last one, Bing Crosby's White Christmas. I mean, once again,
Hold
it's
on.
just
That's the last song on the list.
yeah,
Did you skip a bunch that you thought we didn't know?
yes.
Okay. Well, I feel like you skipped some big ones on there.
I
So I'll
definitely
say
did
it, but
not.
we'll get to it in a minute.
All
But
right. Yeah, Bing Crosby's White Christmas, just a classic. The daddy of all Christmas songs. S. I mean, it's just an S.
White
Plus, going with the
Christmas.
movie.
What? Sing a little bit of the song. I need to remember.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's an S tier. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say that's yeah.
I would say so. I mean, it's Christmas.
All
All
right.
right.
Can you think of one that might have not been on that list that I could think of on the top of my head? Because keep in mind, I'm a person who can rarely think of the name of songs, but I know one is on there that is not said, and I'm kind of surprised.
Silver Bells. I don't know.
No, but that's true. That is a big one. Dominic the Donkey. Hello,
Okay, I can't believe I didn't see Dominic the Donkey. That's an S. That's a great song.
hello. Yes,
I love Dominic the
my
Donkey.
dad would always sing that, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
It's just the best. I mean, it's really it's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it on this
Uh,
list, which is
Also,
good.
like, I'm surprised there's not more of like the modern stuff. Like, I know the Ariana Grande, like, "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is like pretty popular, right?
I
Or
guess.
actually, doesn't she have a lot of Christmas songs? No.
Probably. I'm sure she did an album.
Yeah. Oh, maybe because it's only showing like one version of each of those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Has it snowed up there by you?
Not anything substantial to stay on the ground for more than 24 hours. It's
Yeah,
just like dust.
it snowed overnight about 2 or so weeks ago, and that's about it. But I want to know what the weather is like in Brazzaville Republic of the Congo.
Why did you choose Brazzaville?
Because I went on the weatherchannel.com, I typed the letter B, and it was the first thing that came up.
Why did you
So,
choose the letter B?
for Brock.
Wow, so creative.
So, right now in Brazzaville, at 11, last updated 11:36 p.m. I assume that's relatively recent. I don't know what the time difference is, but it is 82 degrees, the middle of the night.
Damn.
That's horrible.
December?
Yeah,
This is Dominican Republic, you said?
the Republic of the Congo.
Oh.
Your
Oh,
high
okay.
for today was 70, or your low was 74. Your high is just, they don't even have a high. It's just hot.
It
But
is the high. The high and the low are the same.
36% chance of rain through 12 a.m., which is soon, I think, in Brazzaville time. I think about
I don't
45
know.
minutes. I don't know.
I can't wait till we get a Brazzaville. Is that what's called Brazzaville?
Brazzaville.
Brazzaville viewer who decides to comment or email us. Uh,
You'll
Email is in the description of the video, or if you're on Spotify, it's listed on the description of the podcast. It's drunkenatheists at gmail.com, or sorry, drunkenatheistspodcast@gmail.com. Please send us stuff to talk about,
from
like
Brazzaville. Send us
comments.
stuff from Brazzaville.
Well, you can't send us. Well, you can send us like a picture, but we don't have
Yeah,
like a PO box or anything.
let's see. Uh, the high, it's literally doesn't say because it's just hot. Today felt like 90 degrees currently. Low of 74, 81% humidity, 5 miles of visibility. That's all right. 6 mile an hour per wind. UV index, no UV. Well, it's the middle of the night, duh. Your sun rose at 5:44 a.m. and it's set at 6:07 p.m. That's not a bad thing. You're looking at a lot of rain for the morning, and then it should dry up by the end of the week. Apparently, it's going to rain all week. That's not a bad thing, though, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe they need
Yeah,
the
maybe
crops to
is
be
it
water.
possibly the rainy season
I
in
feel like usually rainy
Central?
season is either autumn or spring, depending on where you are in the world. I don't think it's usually. I could be wrong though, because I know some nations have like monsoon season. Like
Yeah,
they don't really go
like
by
the island
the
nations and
typical.
such.
Yeah,
Well, let's
but that's
see.
not an island.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's gonna rain all week, baby. And that rainstorm is moving across the Atlantic, and it's heading, our way.
Is it doing? You could say it's doing a little Congo across the Atlantic,
Uh, I
like a
wouldn't
Congo line,
I wouldn't
like the
say that.
dance.
I wouldn't say that actually, personally.
Oh,
Although
never mind.
currently, as I'm looking at this radar, it is snowing in Buffalo, New York, right outside Montreal and Quebec, and the northeast of Maine is getting a little
Hey,
snow.
you've uh, you've overdone your quota. You
Sorry,
get
I'm
you
just
get
excited.
you've
I'm a
convinced
big
me
fan of
to
snow.
let you. You are on a you're on very thin ice. Appropriate reference because of the time of year, but you get one city to describe the weather, and that's it per podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm just a huge fan. Well, let me
It's
tell
okay.
a
It's
little
okay.
more
It's,
about
it's
the
just
weather.
coming out of your paycheck. Let's put it that
Let
way.
me tell you a little more about the weather then while I'm still on it. I survived a
Sure.
tornado in the last few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Why
that
don't you
was
talk
cool.
about that?
Yeah, so I was in my apartment building and it is about 2, maybe 3 a.m. and all of a sudden the alarm goes off on my phone. Not like the sleepy alarm, but like the same alarm you get for like an Amber Alert and such. And
Hmm.
I open my phone and it just says like tornado in the area, be warned, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, no problem, I'm going back to bed. And then literally 30 seconds later it says seek shelter, seek shelter, seek shelter. And so everyone I know is like awake at this point because we all got the same alarm and everyone's like, what do we like do we actually have to worry about this or can we just go back to bed? So we ended up all having to go down to the bottom floor of our apartment, sitting in the hallway. We lost power from about uh 2:15 in the morning till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And yeah, tornado just
How long were you down there for?
for about an hour or so, hour and a
Oh, all
half.
right.
It wasn't too bad. It just went right past us. but it
Oh,
did screw up a lot of Kentucky. So prayers
yeah,
to
I saw
them.
it on the news. It looks terrible.
Yeah. So we got lucky. So yeah,
Yeah,
I rode the storm. I rode the tornado.
that's that's good.
So you also texted me earlier this week, and all you said was Santa Claus is a communist. I want you to go on and explain that.
No. Well, I saw a thing, okay, and
Go on.
if this becomes a recurring bit where you tell me to explain my random ass texts that I send
Well,
like out of nowhere,
I just want to know what
I'll be
that
okay with that,
means.
but I need to be more prepared. Think about it, Brock, okay? Santa Claus, right? He's
Uh-huh.
wearing red, the color of the communists, all right? He gives out gifts for free to everybody in the world.
Hmm.
He has a labor force that also works for free, making all of these gifts. Think about it.
Okay. Maybe they're
It's
not for free,
communism.
but do you know that he doesn't pay them?
No, 'cause I'm pretty sure in a lot of Christmas movies they they make a joke about how they ask the elves like, "Are you getting paid?" And they say, "No, we get paid in making everybody happy for Christmas." Yeah, that's not a currency. You can't go into Starbucks and pay for a freaking
Okay,
like
but here's the question.
mochiato with happiness.
What are elves in the North Pole going to buy?
Food, a house, heat. They want to start a family. I don't know.
They probably all live in a complex on Santa's compound. That's what I
Sounds
imagine, is that they all live
okay.
in like one big kind of like.
It's called a, is it a labor camp, maybe? That
Okay,
sounds pretty
maybe it is a
communist
labor
to me.
camp. Okay, maybe you have a point, but I don't like it.
It's just true. It's weird to phrase it like that, but if the more you think about it, he's like the new Joseph Stalin.
I
Or I guess the
guess.
old Joseph Stalin, because
And
he's
he's
probably
and
around
he's got a
before
big
Stalin.
beard like Karl Marx.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Someone should just get a copy of what's that famous Karl Marx book that I can't think of right now? The Communist Manifesto? Is that it?
yes, that would be
No,
it.
that's that. Okay. What if somebody like printed a copy of that, but instead of Marx's face on it, they just put Santa Claus? How many people do you think would notice? Probably not enough.
A fair amount would not, I would say that. Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
it's just a strange thing to text somebody in the middle of the day.
well, that's not the strangest thing I've texted you. Guarantee it.
Well,
I
I
just
know
I
that.
like to send random things. I like to keep group chats alive. Okay, when it's stale for a while, I send a meme or just like a random ass thing I'm thinking about. It doesn't have to make sense. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm
Well,
sure
I
there's
do
other
that
people
too,
out there
but you
that do
can't
that.
just call the big man a communist.
All right, well, I'll apologize to Santa Claus. I would like to state for the record, I'm a big Santa Claus believer. I believe in Christmas. I like the spirit to stay alive. What about you, Brock? Are you a big Santa Claus believer?
Yeah, of
There's a lot of
course.
deniers out there.
I mean, how else am I getting Christmas on Christmas morning?
Exactly. You gotta believe in the big guy. The big guy upstairs.
It's not the same guy, but I
No,
mean,
I was just that was a callback to that one episode where I started off the podcast talking about the big guy upstairs and we had no idea what we were talking about.
yeah, I okay.
Anyway,
Any hoops, any hoops.
yeah, what? Oh, we were talking about Christmas songs, and there's a lot of overlap with Christmas movies, right? Like you talked about Rudolph and
White Christmas.
Frosty the Snowman. White Christmas is a movie?
Are you serious?
Yeah, what?
It's like the best Christmas movie.
I don't even know what that is. Who is in it?
Bing Crosby, uh,
Bing. What
Rosemary
about
Clooney.
Bing Chilling?
You, I hate you so much. Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen it. What's like the
Wow.
plot? Give us like a synopsis, like a brief
So
rundown.
Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye were both in World War II together, and
Hmm.
Danny Kaye ended up saving Bing Crosby's life. And Bing Crosby, prior to the war, was like a famous, um, like singer. So then afterwards, they end up becoming like a singing duo, and they are in like a traveling show that they present, and they go out one night to audition these two sisters who want to be in the show, and they end up falling in love, and it's like a really great story.
Fair. I feel like I just, as a kid watching, I haven't, honestly, to be fair, I haven't really watched many Christmas movies. Uh, like after I was like above the age of 13, probably.
Hmm.
Um, so I feel like anything I watched before that that I would have remembered has to be like a cartoon, like Rudolph or Drummer Boy or Frosty or something, or the
I
Grinch, I
don't.
guess.
I don't think I've ever seen the original Rudolph.
Well, it's the one that's like claymation, right?
Yeah,
Not
I
like
don't think I've ever seen that one all the way.
that. I really like that. I think they also had like a spin-off on the because we had like our Rudolph DVD was like a pack of three. One was the Drummer Boy, and there was another one in there, and they were all like animated in that same style. I forget what it was,
I
but
had a Rudolph movie that was like animated when I was younger.
hmm. Yeah, I think they did like a spin-off of the original Rudolph story using like the little elf, like the blue elf. I forget
Hmm.
his name, but
Why aren't you at elf practice?
yeah,
Let me tell you what is the most overrated Christmas movie of all time.
yeah. What?
Elf, the Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think a lot of people, I think most people will agree with that. But
I think
again,
most people will get
most
in a
of the people
fight
that
with
agree with
me.
that will also watch it
Yeah.
and say it's the best Christmas movie of all time.
What's your stance on the regular Grinch versus the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Um, I thought they were both good. The only one I don't really like, and I honestly, to be fair, I haven't really. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think all three are good. Do you know the third one?
I was gonna say I don't know if there was a third one.
So there's the original, like I don't know when it
Are
was, the
you about to
80s that it
tell
was
me
made.
about the Grinch Halloween thing?
No, no. I think the Grinch movie came out in 2018. It was an animated version. Like think of like what's
Oh, that's right.
I forget this DreamWorks. It's DreamWorks
I
Animation, I think.
completely forgot that was a
And
thing.
I never saw it, but the fact alone that they had the Tyler the Creator cover the "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" song, and
I
it was actually pretty
completely
good. I like that
forgot
song a
about
lot.
that.
I like it just because of that.
Well, Benedict
That was a
Cumberbatch
good choice.
was the Grinch. I don't like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're between Jim Carrey's Grinch and the other Grinch. I think they're both good. The original Grinch.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in between which one I like better, but I don't know. The original Grinch is just a classic. Same thing with like the song and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim Carrey's an interesting guy, huh?
So then what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Uh, Gotta be honest, I don't really like Christmas movies, so I can't really give you an
They're
answer to that.
they're kind of all the same in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I like because I know them. They're like burned into my skull because I've seen them too many times. I don't watch them anymore because I feel like I don't need to since I know the premise so well and I remember watching them as a kid.
Hmm.
I'm sure there are good Christmas movies, but like you couldn't really get me to watch one. One that like my parents always made me watch was like the Peanuts like special, like the Christmas one
Yeah,
with Snoopy and that. Yeah,
with the Snoopy Man and the Charlie Brown guy.
yeah,
Yeah, that one's okay. It's a fair.
yeah. I feel like the Peanuts are just like they always have like a holiday edition of the Peanuts.
Well,
Like
yeah,
they
and
have
then
one for
and then they have
Halloween
the
too.
Halloween and the Thanksgiving and the Snoopy and
Yeah,
the guy.
I think they're overrated for that reason alone. Is that they're just the holiday like people.
No, I can understand that. I don't know. I was never a huge fan of uh the Snoopy guy. I was never a big fan of him.
I do like the musical number in the Peanuts Christmas one though. Like the
What?
one I think they have like a tiny piano. I forgot
Yeah,
who's
I was
playing
gonna
it.
say the
The
piano.
Linus?
I
I
think
think it
it's
might be
Linus,
Linus.
right?
I think yeah, the guy with the blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic. That's a good Christmas song. But like,
Like Snoopy's jamming out. He's like dancing with
well,
his
they're
like
all
little funny.
jamming and dancing around. That's the
Yeah,
fun of the song.
they all dance. That's the best part.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
but
guess that would be my favorite Christmas movie, but like I really don't care enough to you know
yeah.
watch that many.
So what did you ask for Christmas this year, young man?
Uh, I'm at that point where I'm really not asking for a lot.
That's me too.
Um, so I basically like I mean I asked for a couple small things like like a new like bathrobe and like maybe some slippers or something.
Hmm.
Um, and then I was like, you can try and get me like an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5 if you can
That's
find
exactly the
one.
same vein that I was on. I was like, if you
Yeah,
can do that, but if
it's like a
not,
wild goose chase.
I was like, I literally do not need a single thing in the world right now. Like,
Like yeah, like I know I'll want to have one of those eventually, but like I'm not like in a rush to play anything that's on them right now.
right.
So I'm like, you can find one, buy it if or if you don't, I'm not gonna like cry over it.
Yeah. I'd like to have one because there's a few things on it I would like to play, but since they only make like five of them at a time apparently.
Yeah, scalping has become such a huge issue lately. It's insane.
Oh, I know. It's just crazy that that's legal somehow. But
Yeah.
I guess technically they're not doing anything wrong. They're just buying it and selling it.
Yeah, no, they're just being pricks.
Yeah, they're just being jerks. So, yeah, I mean that's where I'm at. I'm literally just sitting here trying to think of
Yeah,
anything I
I,
need.
I'm honestly like this is what well, I mean, for a couple of years now, I've kind of been getting the feeling, but like I'm starting to appreciate Christmas more for like just being home for the holidays than like actually getting gifts, and I think that means you're becoming an adult, like
Yeah,
because that's
I agree with
like
that
if you asked
sentiment.
me that 10 years ago, I would have been no, what the hell are you talking about? It's about the presents,
Hmm.
but now, not really.
No, yeah, I'm on board with that sentiment. I totally agree with that. It's just
Hmm.
nice to be home. That's what I can say. It's nice
Yeah,
because it's a little de-stressed time, and I like this time of the year because everybody's nice to each other.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's on average, yes. But like if you're trying to like talk to a retail worker and like, or like somebody in a or rather if you're a retail worker and you're talking to a customer, you're probably you're probably not gonna have like the greatest conversation.
Well, I mean, if I was working retail at this time of the year, I'd probably shoot myself.
Yeah, I really I respect the hell out of any people who do retail work during the holiday seasons. Like that is actual God's work. Like you are doing the hardest job known to man.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. It's because the people are really nice around this time of the year unless they're fighting to the death over buying something in the store, and then they're just animals.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just remembered my favorite Christmas movie. There's the one exception to everything I just said.
Yeah,
You ready?
I guess.
Krampus. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
I'd never seen it.
I love it. It's my favorite Christmas movie for by far. It's
I
like it's I love it. It's a little niche, which is probably why I like it so much because like
well, it's a
most
horror
people probably
movie.
haven't seen it. It is a horror movie, yeah. It's a horror Christmas movie. And I love it because like the humor it's a horror movie where like it's not really that scary. It's more like funny. It's
I
just it's like oh look they're like setting up like the next big scare and like it's like
I guess
oh
so. I've never seen it. I
you should watch it. You
I
should
don't
put that
take
on your list.
interest in horror movies. That's the problem, and we've had
I
that
don't either
conversation
really.
before.
I don't really watch any horror movies, but that movie it's funny to me. I like most of the actors in it, and I thought the premise was kind of cute, so I liked it. That's what I usually go to. I just couldn't remember it this year, but yeah, that's my favorite Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah, mine is usually White Christmas. I mean, it's so good. It's a very
Yeah.
heartwarming tale of Christmas spirit and doing things for others. And it's a big sappy love story, which I'm a killer for. I'm a big fan of. My father is in love with those like Hallmark movies where it's the same premise every time where like it's either girl moves to small town after living in the big city and can't find the true meaning of Christmas and then finds it through the love meeting the love of her life on Christmas Eve, or like happy couple can't seem to get along until Christmas Eve and they realize that Christmas isn't about other things, it's about being around the ones you love.
Yeah,
And
they
like,
really have like blown that premise out
oh
of
my god.
like
And every time
it's
I come into our living room, my father's sitting on the couch watching TV, and it's one of those.
yeah.
And it's almost comedic at this point.
Yeah.
Do you have any guilty pleasure like movie types like that?
movie types.
Yeah, like genres, I guess.
I am a very picky movie watcher because I don't like seeing this. I don't like rewatching movies unless it's like really good or I completely forgot everything that was in it.
Hmm.
Like I don't know about you, but like a point like maybe like 4 years ago or something, I feel like my mind just awakened and like I could actually start to remember things that happened more than a year ago. So like I've just been rewatching everything that I like saw before that point, so I can actually remember it.
Okay.
I think that just means like my frontal lobe like reached its
Finally
maximum capacity.
activated.
Yeah, my neurons are finally activated.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know for like a weird like, well not weird, but like a movie type.
Yeah, like a
Um,
genre, like a guilty pleasure genre. Like I have
Uh,
one.
I'm gonna go try and watch the Spider-Man movie tomorrow. I'm not like the biggest Marvel fan, but
Yeah.
like that seems to be interesting. I like the whole concept of like they're deciding instead of trying to spend the entire movie giving the background for like these supervillains that they use the original movies they're from as the background and don't have to explain it for the entire movie and they can actually do something different with it. I
Right.
hope they do it well. I don't know. That seems cool.
All right. My guilty pleasure movie genre is I'm really into like sappy teen love story movies where once again
Really?
it's the same premise every time of like quirky high school girl is lifelong friends with the star of the football team, but he doesn't speak to her and she doesn't speak to him, and they end up falling in love with each other. But he can't tell his friends, and she gets left
Is
out. It's like this.
isn't
It's
that
yeah.
isn't that the plot of Freaky Friday?
No,
No? Okay.
Freaky Friday is the one where they switch bodies, the mother and the daughter.
I know, but I thought it was like a football player and another girl. Oh, maybe that might be a different body swap movie. I think I'm
Maybe.
thinking of.
Well, the point is, every type of those movies is the same thing,
Yeah,
but I enjoy it.
yeah. I when I was in the hospital this summer, I had to there's nothing else to do. Like I was done like with like whatever I needed to be in the hospital for like in the first couple days, but like they just were slow for with like stuff, so I had to stay there for a couple days just doing nothing, which kind of sucked. But I just all I could do was basically watch the TV. So I ended up watching like a lot of movies that I otherwise would never have watched because I would have always found something better to do. But like there were a couple that surprised me that I thought were pretty good, and I think one of them was exactly that genre that you just described, where
Well,
it
they're
was
just
like
so
I think
cheesy, but like I
yeah,
love them.
I think it was actually like a I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was like someone definitely knows it. I think it's pretty popular, but it was like a guy who was like he came out as gay, and he was uh like he had a bunch of like problems with his friends or something. Like they thought he was like betraying him. I forget what he did, but like he had like an anonymous blog, and he was trying to like meet up with somebody that was also anonymous, and he had to guess who it was. And at the end of the movie, he finally found out it was like one of his closer friends, and like they
I
lived
think I I think I
happily
kind
ever
of
after.
remember that, but
I don't know,
I don't remember what it's called.
but I was surprised I liked it because like I feel like normally those like sappy romance movies, I'd be like, ew, turn this shit off. But no, I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I like. I can just sit like I'll just scroll through like Netflix or something and just be like, does this have two teenagers that end up falling in love at the end of it? Probably. Should I watch it? Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But it's silly like that.
You got any Christmas traditions that you do
Christmas traditions? Not really. We're pretty normal.
as a family?
Nah,
Yeah,
we open the gifts. We don't do any of that like opening one the night before or anything.
yeah. My family actually, I mean, we don't really have many traditions as a family. The only I think I can think of two.
Hmm.
One is that every year our uncle comes down from Alaska and we do like a crab party to bring the family together like the week after Thanksgiving, or usually it's the weekend like directly after Thanksgiving, so like 3 days after.
Right.
Um, but the other thing is um, we always make a quiche for Christmas morning. Um,
Okay.
I hate quiche. I think it's one of the most abomination things you can have for breakfast. I think it sucks for the most part.
I
Maybe I just
I'm
don't
not
like the
even
one that
completely sure what a
my
quiche
mom makes.
is.
You don't know what a quiche is. It's literally a pie crust with egg, cheese, and bacon in it.
This doesn't
So
sound
it's just a
bad.
giant. It doesn't sound bad. I don't really like it. I don't know why. I think I grown to accept it more as I've gotten older, but like as a kid I hated it and I would never eat it. But like pretty much everyone in my family except like one of my relatives likes the quiche, so they always make it.
Well, one of your relatives and you.
Yeah. So like me and him will like sit at the table and we were like, yeah, this quiche stuff,
Yeah,
not it. We give like nod at each other
yeah,
as we eat our like
quiche.
regular scrambled eggs.
I mean, at least you're eating
Um,
something with eggs.
yeah, it's the spirit. By the way, I have another question for you.
Okay.
What time do you open the gifts, or like what time like are you allowed to?
Whenever everybody's awake, like 9 or 10.
9 or 10?
It's just
Are
whenever
you
everybody's
serious?
awake. Maybe not
Holy
9 or 10.
fuck.
Like 10, like 10 or 11.
10 or 11?
What?
Sorry, that was a little loud, but wow.
What are
I'm
you?
shocked. My brother would always try and get 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, I almost cursed. Oh my
I
goodness.
think I think 7 is good.
Um,
7 o'clock.
no, yeah,
But my
it
brother
just
usually
it
goes 6.
literally all depends on whenever we all are up. So it could be like
Yeah.
8 o'clock. It could be 10 o'clock.
My parents are probably just overly lenient. Like they were nice enough to like let my brother like,
Well,
get
would
up.
he open them without your whole family around, or would
But
they still be
I
in
think
bed?
I think the thing is like we open gifts with just like me, my brother, my mom, my dad. And then so we do it early because then by the time it's like 8:30 and we're done opening gifts, then that's when like the rest of my family comes over for like Christmas breakfast stuff.
Hmm.
We don't really have that big of a house, so we can't really have all the gifts in the tree and like everybody eating breakfast in one area. It would be too crowded.
Right.
So it makes more sense for us to do it earlier, I guess.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean,
I'm just shocked you would wait that late. Like as a kid, wouldn't you want to like immediately open your presents on Christmas morning, or did you wake up at like 10 o'clock?
no. As a kid, I would open them at like 8 in the morning, but like,
But like
I
now
I
you
was never one of those kids that like would run in and jump on his parents' bed and be like, Santa came. It would always just
that was probably me and my brother though. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, no, I would just get up and I would be like, "Hey, can I open the presents?" And they're like, "Can you wait until we get our coffee?" And I was like, "Okay, I guess."
Yeah. The one thing I hated the most is that my dad would always set up like a camera on the tripod because he wanted to record like us opening the presents as kids. And every time it would take him at least like 10 minutes because that was the only time he ever used that camera was to do that. And he always like the battery would be dead or like the settings would be wrong. And we'd be like, dude, can we just open the present that is like in my hand right now?
No, yeah,
It
we
was
did that
so
too.
torturous.
My dad, probably about like 15 years ago, did that, but he just like could not get the camera to work, and so we just never did it again. But
I
somewhere
wish that
around my
happened with me.
house, there's a VHS tape of me as a 5-year-old or something like that, opening Christmas presents in flannel onesie,
In 240 pixel resolution.
maybe less. Yeah. Christmas was cool when it used to snow every year. Now I'm sad.
Yeah, it hasn't snowed on Christmas for me at least, and probably more than 5 years.
Yeah,
I want a
same with
white Christmas.
us.
It gets less and less likely every year because of global warming, I think. But
I don't know.
I don't know.
What can you expect anymore, though?
Do you think we might get one this year? Like,
I don't think so. I think for my area, I think we're actually gonna possibly get some snow uh the Tuesday afterward, apparently.
oh, well, that doesn't help.
Yeah, but at least it's snowing in December. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Although
What about?
Christmas Day, it's gonna be 54 degrees.
Well, we can have Christmas outside this year.
I, I guess so, dude. I guess so. Well, it's really annoying because coming home, I'm always looking for a reason to, get out on my motorcycle while I'm, home and everything. And then it's been just cold enough that it's like unbearable to ride. So
Yeah.
since being home, I've gotten out like twice. So yeah, it looks like my last good day before I have to go back is Christmas Day. I guess I'm riding on Christmas. So I just got to be
Yeah,
careful.
you can be like the errand boy because your parents will inevitably forget something at the store and ask you to go fetch it for them.
Yeah, and that'll be my excuse to ride my bike, my
I'm pretty
little
sure I had
motor.
to drive my car to get ketchup on Christmas Day one year.
What do
Like who
you eat
forget?
on Christmas Day? What does your family eat?
Yeah, I was just about to ask about Christmas food. So,
Food.
for me, it's like we usually just do a big breakfast with the family.
Okay.
So it's the quiche.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
usually had
Mm-hmm.
scrambled eggs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's just a bunch of, like we have like a big fruit like bowl with like blueberries and raspberries and like pineapple, orange or whatever we got. Some chocolate milk maybe. As a kid, I like that. There's bacon, there's toast. That's about it though.
What about like when your family's all there? Like, do you do like a Christmas like dinner?
No.
All right, we do, and it usually is either ham or like a mix of like either chicken franchise and like pasta and ziti and stuff like that. I almost said another bad word, but I didn't.
Do you do like do you do the dinner on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
We used to do the a dinner on Christmas Eve because it's one of my uncle's birthdays is the day before Christmas, so we would go over and have like a like dinner thing for him for his birthday.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day, we usually would go over to somebody's house, and it wasn't really a dinner, it was more of like a get together with like kind of food snack stuff like little meatballs and like pigs in a blanket and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we would just like give our presents out to everybody. So yeah, that's my answer. That's my final
Yeah.
answer.
So I want to make a like a little addendum to what I said. We don't do like a big Christmas dinner, but like my mom usually cooks dinner like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We just don't really have like our extended family. And even when we do have like family over for that Christmas breakfast thing, like we only have like my grandma and grandpa, and that's it really. I used to be my great grandmother before she passed away, and one year I think my Uncle Joe came, but that
Is
was
this
about
your
it.
Alaskan Uncle Joe?
No, that's a different uncle. Yeah, he leaves before Christmas, so we don't get to spend Christmas with him. He's for Thanksgiving usually.
Rest in peace, Alaskan Uncle, whatever your name is.
Nope, he's not dead.
Rest in peace, Alaskan Uncle. Not dead though.
Okay.
I
But like in terms of like actual Christmas food, like I mean, yeah, that's what you eat for dinner and breakfast, but like I know you. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna call you out. You ready?
I
You
guess.
are a peppermint whore. That is you.
I love candy canes, and I don't know why you don't, because they're delicious.
You can't eat candy canes, like multiple candy canes in a day.
Yeah, you
You will get sick.
absolutely can, and you're a little baby man.
The one thing I do like is there's these peppermints that are like I don't know what they are exactly, but like they're like powdery. They're not like a rock solid candy. Like you can actually
No, I know what you're talking about. I
eat
know the
through them.
ones.
Yeah, I like those ones.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I like I like York peppermint patties,
Those are
but
okay.
that's it. And I like peppermint bark. Those are like the three peppermint things that I like.
Peppermint bark's pretty good if you really want pepperminty, but if you just want like the flavor of Christmas, you suck down a candy cane or two.
That's disgusting, and you should be arrested.
You should be arrested. Let me tell you, my I discovered it a few years ago. Even though I don't drink soda now, I might just have to do it again this year just to say I did it. If you take a candy cane and you put it in a glass bottle of Coca-Cola, it makes the whole thing like minty. And you know how Coke like is like if you pour it on rust, it'll literally dissolve rust. Like Coke is so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
If you like hook the candy cane onto the lip of the glass, the whole thing will like bubble and fizz, and within like 10 seconds, the whole candy cane will be like devoured by the
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
it'll just be the little hook part, right? You can and
Yeah.
the rest of the candy
Yep,
cane's
yep,
gone.
yep, yep. And then you break that and you put it in there too. And then you get like a nice like Coca-Cola peppermint flavor. It's really, really good, and I might just have to
You know what
do
you
it.
also get from that? 100 grams of
Diabetes.
sugar and diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay though. It's okay.
Wanna
I don't
try?
drink soda, but I get my sugar from like I eat way too much like dessert. Like I'm a sucker. Like any restaurant that has a chocolate lava cake, I'll like
Oh,
automatically order it.
I love chocolate cakes. What's your favorite, like, consistent every night I could eat at dessert?
Chocolate lava cake with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Like French vanilla ice cream. That would be like really
That's a
good.
good answer. My consistent every night of the week I could eat at dessert is vanilla pudding. I love vanilla pudding.
Ew. Like Just like the one you get out of a like refrigerator,
Yeah,
like a Jello cup kind of.
yeah.
That's that's a weird pick. I don't. I feel like if I eat pudding, it
There are
has to be
other
chocolate.
weirder picks, Jack.
What's a weirder pick?
Than vanilla pudding?
Yeah, I feel
How
like
about the
that's
people
definitely in
that
the
eat
weirdest
fruit as a
picks.
dessert?
I would rather eat like an orange than vanilla pudding.
Will you just stop having the diet of a baby and just branch out and eat some good
Actually, you
stuff?
know, that's true. I need to eat more fruit.
You are a 2-year-old and you refuse to admit it.
Well, I'm not the 2-year-old. I eat my fruits and vegetables.
Wah,
You're
wah, wah,
eating the
wah, wah,
freaking
wah, wah.
pudding.
Wah, 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 wah. Baby's crying.
Wah, 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 wah. Babies. Can we talk about babies? Ugh.
I don't want to do that.
No, I don't either. I don't. Who wants to talk about them? They suck.
Yeah,
Anyway,
really. They don't even pay taxes. Kind of embarrassing for them.
yeah, freaking freeloading bastards.
I've done
Anyway,
well so far. I have not said a single bad word.
yeah, I think this podcast. I think we should just mark every episode with the explicit thing just to be safe. But if we want to try another time, maybe next.
I think we have to try next week now that it's
Not next. All right, well, we could try, but like, whatever.
I believe in you. It's not that
Because
hard.
I don't want a viewer. I mean, the chances that are going to happen is like very slim. But like, if somebody saw an episode of our podcast recommended and it didn't have explicit, and they're like, "Oh, I can watch this with my
Shows to my
children,"
kids.
and then
And then
like
the
they finish
rest of
the
it.
episode, and then the next episode it starts off with like "fuck, shit, fuck." It's like,
I
"Oh
mean,
no,
it's not like we're like disgustingly explicit. We just slip it in
no, we're
every
not,
once
we're
in a
not."
while.
I mean, we could be, but we
We
try not to be.
definitely could be.
We could have like the dark side of the podcast.
I'm telling you, one podcast in the future, we're gonna just have beeps every like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's the podcast where Chris comes on.
Yep, that's the Chris podcast. I almost said
And he
his
will
last
never
name.
be allowed on again because that's way too much effort to do for
It
more
is
than
a
one episode.
lot, it is a lot of effort for him, but we love the guy.
Yes.
Anywho, I'm
Um,
I'm very excited for Christmas. I think you are
yes,
too.
I am too.
I
Would you
s-
like to sample some weird history?
I was about to say I would love to hear some history.
All right, good.
Finish this episode off with a history or two or such.
Uh, history or two. Well, we'll see. So Mutt Guy 87 says just about every Cold War CIA propaganda. Oh, sorry. Let's get some context. This is what historical events are so absurd that they would be too strange for a fiction story or a movie. This is
Mhm.
a post on Reddit that I have been reading from for the past couple episodes. Um, Mutt Guy 87. Just about every Cold War CIA propagation pro, propaganda operation. Airdropping condoms that are XXL with labels that say small
I
over
knew
the
about
Soviet
that.
Union.
I knew about
uh,
this.
or trying to make a gas that turns you gay. So, the CIA, that's where your tax dollars were going, by the way.
Yeah. God bless the US government, baby.
Yeah. Wizard Victor says John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on the same day. The day? The 50th anniversary of the 4th of July.
I also knew that
Adams'
one.
last words were Thomas Jefferson still survives. So,
How
I
wrong he
guess,
was.
yeah.
Silly guy.
Here we go. We got a big one now. You ready? This is probably going to be pretty good. The assassination of U.S. President James A. Garfield. So, do you know about this at all?
I know he was assassinated.
All right. Well, you're about to find out how, I think. So,
Okay.
basically, this guy named Charles wrote some essays campaigning for Ulysses S. Grant's failed 1880 nomination. And when Garfield ran for president, Charles Control F'd the other politician's name and replaced it with Garfield's name. So, when Garfield won, Charles marched up to the White House claiming to be owed some credit for that and wanted to be rewarded for his efforts by being made a consul to Vienna or Paris. He was told to scram, and he was mad that he decided to then and there he'll teach him a lesson by killing Garfield. So he went to a store and chose to spend a little extra cash on the ivory-handled pistol because he thought it'd look better in a museum as the gun that killed the president.
So he was like prepared, like he was ready.
Yeah, this guy was like on a fuse already. He was short $1, so the shopkeep lowered the price. Charles then set about making plans for eventually for his eventual arrest, such as trying to tour the prison where he assumed he would be jailed. So yeah, he was preparing for being
This
arrested.
guy
So
just was like, I know this is gonna happen. Like this, there's no backing out. Like we're
yeah,
going
he's like,
through
I
with it.
already won. His first opportunity to kill Garfield came as the president was seeing his wife off at a train station, but Charles felt it'd be cruel to kill a man in front of his sick wife, so he
At least
opted
he's a
to wait.
gentleman about it, though.
Yeah, I want this guy to assassinate me.
I didn't say
I hope he's
that.
not alive.
I don't think he's alive, Jack.
Yeah, probably not. Considering this happened in like the 1800s. Um, his next chance that popped up to kill Garfield was when he was hanging out with Robert Todd Lincoln, who had a knack for being close with presidents who got killed. Charles walks up, fires, and was immediately arrested. Thankfully, Charles wasn't all bad, and as he was being loaded up, he handed the cop his gun, which the cop had forgotten to grab from him. So I guess he was being arrested with the gun that's still like holstered.
Okay.
Garfield was taken back home, and doctors dug around inside him with dirty fingers, looking for the bullet. We'll come back to that. The Navy rigged up a
So he
makeshift air
got him,
conditioner.
right? He
He
got
got him. Yeah,
Garfield.
he shot
Okay.
him. He shot him. The Navy rigged up a makeshift air conditioner for Garfield to help with his fever, and they even called in a cameo from Alexander Graham Bell to make a metal detector to find the bullet. But they didn't account for Garfield being on a metal framed bed or bother to check the side of his body where the bullet was lodged. So this is the
So
medical industry in like the 1800s. It's
I
great.
love how we laugh now, but like it was so incredible that they even had the ability to create a metal detector that everybody was like, yeah, it's gotta work.
Yeah. Um, Not getting better, they sent Garfield by train to a cottage on the beach where volunteers even helped build a rail line uh, to make getting to the cottage easier. Um, Remember how they kept digging in the wound with dirty fingers and tools? Yeah, that got infected, and after nearly 80 days of misery,
Oh my
Garfield died.
God. What a guy.
Imagine being in the hospital for 80 days for them trying to get a bullet out of you.
Well, isn't that like the story of everybody's life back in the day, like in the Civil War? It wasn't the bullet that ever killed you, it was the infection.
Oh yeah, for sure. That bullet rarely ever kills somebody.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
well, I'm not rarely, but you know. Um,
But
anyway,
like think of
so
it in the sense that when was Garfield president? Was he president at the turn of the century? Am I making that up?
I think the turn of the 19th or 20th century,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. So 40 years prior, the height of medical science was, oh, you got shot in the limb? Just cut it off. Just cut it
Or
off. You're good.
yeah.
So then
Hold on, I want to
30
fact check.
such odd years later, now they got x-rays and metal detectors and you know what? Good for them.
Yeah, sorry, he was
Rest
not president at the turn of the century. He was president 1869 to 1877.
Oh, he was okay. So he was okay. Let me correct my statements then. 5 years prior than he was president, the height of medical science was you got shot in the arm, cut off the arm. So
Yeah.
what was it? 1870.
I already forgot, but yeah, it was like
So
1867, 70s.
all right. So then roughly 10 years later, the height of science was X-rays and metal detectors, and they still weren't washing their hands though. Kind of
Nope.
embarrassing for them.
Where were we? Yeah, so they kept he died. Modern doctors and historians believe he likely would have been fine if they just treated the wound and
Right.
not worried about
Exactly.
digging out the bullet,
Right.
or at the very least being smarter about getting the bullet out. Charles, the guy who killed him, sat in jail until his trial, where he insulted his lawyers, gave his testimony in the form of poetry, and passed notes to people in the audience asking for legal advice. That's great.
This guy's an animal.
He knew what he wanted to do and exactly how he was going to do it. He sang, he put up ads in the paper looking for a wife, and had plans to go on a speaking tour once he was found innocent, which he was not.
I was gonna say, this guy's
Uh,
crazy. He just
in
everybody knows
fact,
he shot the president.
Charles was sentenced to death by hanging,
Of
and
course he was. He shot the
you know what he
president.
did? You know what he did? He danced his way up to the rope and sang a song he wrote. The orchestra he requested was denied. This guy, oh my
That
God,
guy's
he,
amazing. I mean, he's not. He killed the president, but like,
yeah, he was hanged, and now a part of his brain is on display in Philadelphia.
bro, I hope so.
And the best part of this whole story is that the President Garfield died on a Monday.
Oh, because he hates Mondays.
Yeah, because
Because
he hates money.
he's a cat.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh
That
man.
all right, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm looking on the Wikipedia. This guy's face is just wacky. This guy was on. He must have been on so many drugs. There's something so wrong with this guy.
Hold on, let me look. What's his name again? Or did you
Charles
just look up?
J. Guiteau.
Oh yeah, is
Guiteau.
he an author? It lists him as an author. It
Let's see.
yeah yeah. This is the guy. He
American
assassinated
writer and
James A.
lawyer. I mean, he wrote his
I mean,
own
I'm
songs
not
and poetry.
surprised. He was clearly very eccentric. I'm not surprised he's an author. He's about everything in the book, clearly. But wow, what a guy.
I
Uh,
hope to have one day to have the aura of that man. Not the aura of wanting to like kill the president, but like this guy was being walked to the rope and he was just dancing and
dancing,
singing his way
dancing.
up the staircase. Like that is
Yep,
so funny. Can you imagine
that is.
sitting in the audience having to witness that?
That seems like something that like Bill Murray would do in Groundhog Day. You know,
I think that's a good statement actually, yeah.
like you're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Let's just have fun with it. Well, yeah. I think we should do two more because we've been doing five each
All right,
time,
go
and I think
ahead.
it's a good pace.
Good.
All right. Uh, so maybe not an event, but pretty absurd. In an attempt to claim control of the former Spanish Empire's territories in the Americas, the French ruler Napoleon III created the term Latin America, because if the territories were Spanish or formally, then the French had no right to them. But if you
Right.
got the world to call Latin, which the French were considered a branch of, then Napoleon III could attempt to take them for a new glorious French Empire.
See, that's just
This would
smart.
also, yeah, he's just being
That
a little clever.
that's just a silly little guy doing a funky little thing.
Yeah, this would also reassure the British, US, and Dutch that he was not going after their American territories, since they were not Latin countries. In other words, we call Hispanics of the Americas Latin because it was French propaganda used to legitimize their rule over South and Central America.
Huh. That's
It
actually
also affects, yeah,
yeah.
go on.
I was gonna say that's just like good information to know, trivial stuff to know.
Yeah, that's just interesting trivia. It also affects Portuguese holdings in Brazil and lost French territory in Haiti and whatnot, not just Hispanic territories. And it turns out Napoleon III only popularized the term. It had actually existed 4 years before he latched onto it. So although he didn't come up with the term himself, he's the one who made it popular.
Hmm.
Interesting trivia.
That is good
All right, the
trivia. I'm glad
last
I
one
know
for
that one.
today. Hopefully it's a good one. It's a short one. The last known kill by bow and arrow in combat was actually during the Battle of Dunkirk,
I was gonna say in
1940.
World War II, I know this one. Mad Jack
Jack Churchill.
Churchill.
Yep, he landed a well-placed arrow into a German soldier's chest, and he also chose to carry bagpipes and a Scottish longsword.
Yep, guy was crazy. They called him Mad Jack for a reason. I think he also stormed the beaches of D-Day with a long sword and bagpipe and a kilt.
Wow.
Guy was wacky. I love him.
Yeah, he has the same energy as the first guy,
Yeah,
like the
just
guy who killed Garfield.
could not give a. You know what I mean?
They just don't care.
Yeah, that's what I meant to
Live
say.
life to the fullest. That's a great way to look at life, you know?
Yeah,
Sometimes you get too caught up in things and you just got to see the bigger picture. You only got one life, you might as well make the best of it.
in the words of a wise man, YOLO.
I don't know who came up with YOLO, but you
I
know,
think
I
Drake.
respect it.
I think Drake said YOLO.
Drake, like the rapper?
Yeah,
Did he really come up with that?
I think
I'm
so.
actually gonna look this up. I'm
I
gonna see if
think
I'm gonna fact check you.
the song was called The Motto. I think that was like the first
Who
mainstream use of
came
YOLO.
up with YOLO? It is the Canadian rapper Drake.
Yeah, in the song The
It
Motto,
was
right?
popularized around 2011 by the rapper Drake, and it entered the Oxford English Dictionary as a word in 2016. How badass is that? He literally created a
Created a
word.
word that took over
I'm
the
gonna
world
create
for
a word.
years. Go ahead, create a word right now.
I don't want to do that because I'm scared it will have other connotations. I feel like uncomfortable using a word that doesn't exist in the English language because I don't know what power it holds, you know?
All right. All right, King. I'm very glad we got to talk today, and we talked about a lot of fun stuff, and I'm excited for Christmas. I hope you are.
Oh yeah, I'm ecstatic. I hope you get everything you asked for and good stuff that you didn't ask for because that's probably 90% of what I'm gonna get. I don't know about you,
Yeah,
but
probably.
my parents just have to guess.
All right, King.
But,
I will
yeah,
see you and audience you next week, where we will go over some of the items we possibly
yeah, we'll
got for
see what we
Christmas.
got.
Yeah. Thank you very
Yeah, well,
much.
maybe.
Until next time, we love you. Sorry about the week off in between here, but we gave you an extra few minutes at the end. Kind of
Yeah, well,
possibly, I
I
think,
mean,
our longest
we are
episode
real
yet.
people, so
Yeah, we have
yeah.
lives. We try.
I mean, who cares? We could do an extra long one.
Yeah, why not? All
We could
right,
go
thank
for we
you.
could go forever.
Thank you very much. Until next time, give us the count of off.
All right, 3, 2, 1.